Continue making the game,
or I will hunt you. Okay.
Alright, so in the last devlog, we didn't really get too much done. We only got the ship done, a basic scrap system, and the character design. And you guys weren't shy to tell me that I didn't know about Lethal Company. But don't worry, I've done my research. Hello? Hello? Oh, okay. In case you guys didn't know, I have a Discord server where I post updates to the devlog before the devlog is even released, so if that's something you're interested in, check it out. Anyways, let's take a look at what I added since the last time we spoke. So, the ship outline is fully finished now. As you can see, we got ladder here, we got that whole like railing thing all here. I thought it came out looking pretty nice, honestly. The interior, we don't have anything done yet. It's kind of big, but it's okay. It's not that big of a deal. We got to obviously put the terminal here, right here. We got to put the quota stuff up here, stuff like that. Second thing I want to show you, we actually have to play test the game, so let's go ahead and do that. Take a listen to these nice footstep sounds that I've added. So I just restarted my computer really quick because it's pretty laggy. Next thing I have to show you guys is I reworked the scrap system, so now you can pick up to 4 at a time max. Once you have 4, if you try to pick up another one, it drops it to the ground. So if we go up here and we pick up 4 and we try to pick up this one, you could see that 1 gets dropped to the ground and we have a max amount of 4. I also added it so that if you press F to drop, it will drop the scrap like so. And yeah, you can pick them back up and so on. There were a ton of comments saying you need to make it so you could pick up 4 because this is much more true to the actual game. Now the only thing that we need to do is actually make a weight system and a value system for the scrap that we collect. But that's not what we're doing in today's episode. I want to add a sprint system, a crouch system, and I want to get some of the map done before I start really diving in on some of the core mechanics of the game, you know what I'm saying? Let's enter the script into starter character scripts. This is going to be our sprint script, so let's go ahead and name it that, sprint script. So we're going to need to get the user input service, so we'll just do local UIS equals game : get service, user input service. I forgot we also have to define the player up here. Local player like that. All right, let's start coding. Alright, so right now I'm just experimenting with the camera sway script because I want it so that when you're sprinting, the camera sways faster, like you're actually running, but I'm not sure where to change it. It's in this script, walk effect, and I don't think it has to do with any of this, so we're going to change that back to that. I think it's got to be with one of these, so we're going to make a value up here called local sway val, and we'll do 0.25, and we'll just change these to the sway val. And then we're gonna change this to like 3 or something like crazy. Let's see if it changes the sway at all. Okay, so it just completely hold on. All right, hold on, that's too much. We're gonna change it to like 0.8 instead. Let's try that out. I think we're finally getting somewhere with the sprinting system. So you'll see we are in a walking state right now, but if we hold shift, I cannot speak. We shift to a sprinting state and the camera moves faster, bobbles side to side faster because we're sprinting, and then if we let go of shift, it goes back to a walking state. It's obviously not perfect yet, but I think we should move on to the crouching system before we try to perfect this anymore. This should be relatively easy to add because I already have a crouch system made. I just have to find it right here. Quick break from editing really quick. I just want to let this be known. Anyone that's messaging me on Discord asking to help with the game, I really appreciate it. I can't guarantee that you'll be able to help me, but if I do ever need your help, I will let you know privately. If anyone wants to message me asking to help out with the game, I appreciate it. You're more than welcome to do so. I just can't guarantee that you will be able to. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Let's throw the crouch script into starter GUI, but we have to make some edits to it because it'll interfere with the sprint script, which that's not what we want to happen. So we're in the crouch script here, and I'm trying to find the place to put the edit. We need to make a value so that the script knows when we're crouching or when we're not crouching. So I'm thinking we put it so if in crouch equals false, we're going to make a new tag inside of the character. We're going to name it is crouching. and we're going to set the parent of it to the player character. When we uncrouch, we'll say if character find first child is crouching, then we will just go ahead and destroy that value so the computer knows that we're not crouching anymore. Next up is the sprint script, so let's go ahead and edit it. Now we just need to determine whether or not we're crouching, which shouldn't be hard at all. We'll just say if character find first child is crouching, then I forgot I have to put a not right here. We'll just cut all of this and then we will paste it right there, and that should fix the bug. Now when we crouch and I hold down shift, I can't sprint unless I uncrouch. Then I'm able to sprint, and then we're gonna sprint around for a little bit, and then I crouch and I can't sprint anymore. So that looks pretty good, actually. I'm pretty happy with how that looks right now. But there was a comment that I saw the other day that caught my attention. If you want the shading to be as close as possible to the original, remove the atmosphere under lighting, go to lighting properties, set both the fog start and fog end to 10,000, and set the fog color to 250,000 by 250,000 by 250,000. You could change it around 50,000 to get different effects. Thank you, Yan. Very cool. So let's give this a try. So he said go into lighting, remove the atmosphere. Okay. Oh wow, that changed up a lot, didn't it? Then he said set both the fog start and fog end to 10,000. So if we go down here, we're gonna set the fog start to 10,000, and we're gonna set the fog end to 10,000 as well. And the last thing he said was setting the fog color to 250,000 by 250,000 by 250,000. And let's go ahead and take a look at what it looks like. All right, so it definitely does kind of look like the original a lot. This actually looks a lot like the original. I mean, it's very like, I can't find the word for it. I mean, it looks pretty good, but I don't know, it might be too much. Let's try to shrink it down a little bit. So instead of 250,000, we're gonna do 200,000. I don't know. Let's play test this. I don't know how I feel about this. It's kind of like too hard on the eyes, if you know what I mean. I mean, the characters themselves look really good, like with this effect on it. But the whole map and the ship and everything, it might be a little bit too hard to look at, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, it doesn't look terrible, but like the inside of the ship looks really bad. But everything else kind of looks eh. I mean, I'll probably have to play around with it a little bit more just to get a better effect, but I'll definitely take this into consideration. But you guys can let me know in the comments what you think. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up today's video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you hit that like button as well as the subscribe button. It really helps with the channel, and we're so close to 12,000 subs. Leave me a comment with what you want to see added to the game. I'll consider anything at all. I hope you guys enjoyed. Chase your dreams, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.